Good morning. So, yesterday we were at the guy's house whom we made contact with about 2 years ago. And at that time, we came to Cape Town to buy a car from him. So, we sold our car and then we messaged him to let him know we ready to do the deal and we need to leave to go back home. That time, we were living in Friedendal 4 hours, about 4 hours, 3 hours, depending how you drive, out of Cape Town. um he said he was going through things and he never told us to sell our car, etc., etc. He was by a court off and a little bit abrupt, I would say. And I was beside myself. I sent him a long-winded message and so forth and so forth. And he responded in a I don't care kind of way. You need to make your way home and that's your problem. So that day I literally said, you know what, God, this man is gonna come back to us in a time where he's gonna find himself that he needs to get back to us. It was about, I think, 2 days ago, and then my husband received a message from him, and I was like, yeah, I know where he's at. Um, so we went there yesterday, and he wasn't the same guy that we met, and I spoke to him, and he spoke to me. I shared a bit of my story, and he was beside himself because obviously he didn't know we went through that, and obviously we didn't know what he went through as well. He lost everything. We lost everything. Um, but our loss came through that one decision that he made to not give us to not sell us the car at the time. Um, all we could do yesterday was hug, tear together, and just motivate him because I've been there where I wasn't able to read the email. I've been there when nobody cared, when nobody gave towards what would happen to me or my family. Just a year ago, we were looking for a roof over our head. We didn't know which way to turn. Just a few months ago, my kids was not in a school, etc., etc. And it is only now, almost a year ago, that we are in rehabilitation and restoring our lives and so forth. But I'm sorry, I'm shaking. But I'm beside myself that I could have had maybe anger towards this guy. I could have been better and everything. But I sat there knowing that they would come. Sure, sorry. And I just didn't know it would come that soon. Sorry, Missy here, donkey. Another guy before that said to us, a guy that we sold our other car to, he said, the wheel turns. The wheel turned for us unexpectedly. We didn't know we were going to lose everything. We didn't know we were going to sit without the roof. We didn't know my husband's not going to have a job. I didn't know I'm going to have to give up my business and all of those things. But you know what? I've learned a lot of life lessons out of what I've gone through. And I don't sit and say, nobody can tell me nothing. I learned from anyone and everyone. We can teach people as well. Even going through what we went through, you don't learn everything. You need to be humble to know that you can learn something out of the other person. And the reason why he didn't sell the car to me, what he said was, he looked at my profile picture and he thought I was in the world. And I said to him, don't judge a book by its cover. because now that you met me, I'm a whole other person. I have a picture on my email account that is 6 years old, and that is probably why I was not getting work, because when I look at that picture, it's like, yeah, would I want this girl to work for me? Some people would want her to work for them because of what she's wearing and so forth. But let us not judge a book by its cover. We don't need to get to know a person either. Just need to speak to them. Why do you need the car? What you buying the car for, etc., etc. And make your decision based on that, not on face value. 2 years later, we bought the car for way less than we were initially gonna buy the car for. And 2 years ago, the car was in a very good state. The car is in a complete different state now, but like with our lives, that we can rehabilitate and change and work on, so can we do with that car. There's potential in everything. There's beauty in chaos. Be blessed, and don't judge a book by its cover. You never know where you might be ending up.